She's a comedian and correspondent for The Daily Show. Please welcome the very funny John Oliver.
Good evening. Now, let's get one thing clear right from the start. I am going to be speaking to you this evening with a British accent, so do be prepared for the words you hear to come with a little more authority than you're used to. And you could have spoken like this, that's the tragedy. This could have been your voice. These sonorous vowel sounds could have spewed from your mouths. And all you had to do was just not throw RT into Boston Harbour. And you couldn't do it. The only time that would have been acceptable would have been if you'd thought to pre-boil the ocean. Maybe add a splash of milk and a sugar lump. I don't know how you take it. But primarily, I wanted to come here this evening to tell you that it's not easy being British, as Kermit so nearly sang. The reason being, it is impossible for me, as a British citizen, to go into any museum in any nation on the planet Earth without, within 5 minutes, starting to feel guilty. You have no idea what that feels like. You will. Oh, you will. One day, all this shame will be yours, my American friends. For you have taken the baton of imperialism from us, and you are running with it quite impressively. I don't deny that. In around 50 years, you'll hand it over to China, who are waiting like a coiled spring, and they will sprint towards Armageddon. And that is how the world will end. Sorry, spoiler alert. Sorry. It's annoying when people do that. Now, the world is in a mess at the moment, and right at the centre of that mess is the economy nowadays. And I don't understand economics. I don't get how it works. I've lived for 30 years on this planet to elsewhere, and I still don't understand it. To me, economics is like the Dutch language. I'm told it makes sense, but I seriously have my doubts. I want to understand. So I even bought a book to try and explain economics to someone without the capacity to understand it. And I learned one lesson which was incredible, and that is, I wanted to share it with you, that any nation's economic strength is solely in the hands of its citizens, in your hands, your ability to buy things. Or if you want to be really great as a nation, your ability to buy crap. And that is when it hits you. That is why America is still the greatest economy on Earth. Because you people cannot be beaten. As a citizen of the world, let me tell you, it is intimidating. Intimidating. But we invented words. If I say intimidating, that's now the correct word. That's why we're so good at Scrabble. It is. I saw an item in a shop window in a mall in Connecticut which stopped me dead in my tracks. And I mean that. I was moving, I saw this item, and all of a sudden, I wasn't moving anymore. It was, and I promise you this is true, an inflatable barbecue. Now, you're right, we should take a moment together to let the gravity of that sink in. It was a full functioning barbecue with inflatable material around the outside of it so that you, like the man on the front of the box, could cook while swimming. Is there any greater example of what it is to live in the freest nation on Earth than that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do I want to cook while swimming? No. I have absolutely no desire to do that whatsoever. Would I like the option of cooking while swimming? Why, yes, I would. As an American, I believe I have that right. And if you are still unsure about our ability to waver the current economic storm, then allow me to present you with Exhibit B, the Oreo pizza. Now, wait. You might look at the Oreo pizza and think, that is a reprehensible foodstuff. I put it to you that that is the single most patriotic item I have ever seen in my life. Hoist that up a flagpole. Get children to swear allegiance to that in the morning. Have that fluttering in the moonlight at Yankee Stadium as a single tear spills down Derek Jeter's cheek. Because that is the biggest and greatest answer to terrorists you could possibly issue. By hoisting the Oreo pizza up a flagpole, what you're essentially saying is, there is nothing you can do to us we are not already doing to ourselves. You got here too late. I'm sorry. You were not quick enough. Thanks very much. Good night.
Thank you, John. Very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So many questions, but I have to ask you. You are from England. Where in England are you from?
Well, I've been from all over. My family from Liverpool. I was born in Birmingham.
So, okay, you come from England. What do you think of our process here, our election process?
Well,
I mean, it's now your job to comment on this.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
It's long. It's really long.
Yeah.
I mean, what it lacks in democracy, it makes up for in length.
Yes.
And, you know, of course, we in Britain invented democracy. Don't listen to what the ancient Greeks said. That was naked wrestling. That was different.
Yes.
That was completely
It was very
different.
homoerotic. It was enjoyable, but
in fact,
that's...
I was there at the start. I went to the first Republican candidate debate in Simi Valley, which, interestingly, was exactly as much fun as it sounds.
Oh, if only I could have been there.
There was an amazing moment of political theatre, though, when all, at that point, 10 potential leaders of the free world were asked the same question. That question was, who here doesn't believe in evolution? And 3 of those men raised their hands. Mm-hmm. And then none of those 3 men put their hands down and said, only joking. You don't get that confidence elsewhere on the planet, I think.
No. Very well done.
But there is only one democratic nation on the planet that has a respectable turnout. Obviously, it's bad here, and it's even worse in Britain. Australia.
Australia has a good...
That's right.
Australia has a good turnout?
100% voting they have in Australia.
No.
Yeah, how have they done this? It's illegal not to vote. It's brilliant. Who'd have thought they were capable of that kind of thinking down there? Must be the blood rushing to their heads. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But the problem they've run into there is that people have now started voting drunk.
Really?
It's true. It's true. This has got so bad, they're suggesting closing all pubs and bars next to election days. A report's been released saying that voting drunk affects your ability to vote by 18%. Which I think has to be a guess. I like to think when I've been really drunk in my life, when I've truly let myself down, that would affect my ability to vote by, and this is just a ballpark figure, but by 100%! In that it removes my ability to walk, think and grip anything. And yet, this same report found out voting drunk actually makes you more right-wing.
Really?
I did not see that coming.
No.
It's against our popular notion of the drunk man. He's like, I love you! I bloody love you! But I cannot justify continued expenditure on the welfare state. You're living in a dream world. It's a lovely idea, but it doesn't work.
No, I've often said that drunk. Often. Very nicely done. Hey, thanks so much for coming on our program. The Daily Show airs Monday through Thursday at 11 p.m. on Comedy Central. And Comedy Central presents John Oliver, Terrifying Times. That premieres April 20th at 10 o'clock p.m. Please come back. That was really fun. Thank you so much. John Oliver, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Should I change? We're back. I want to thank all our guests. Stay tuned for the last call with Garth and Daly. Bye, everybody, bye.